Haikus are hard. Shoutouts from the local crew, so excited that you're part of this great cause. Thanks, Explode Man.
Ah. Eu acabei de ver aqui, pela agenda aqui, é a versão de PS4 que ele vai jogar.
The time has come, everyone. Moglar is ready to show off Ketsui, Kizuna, Jigoku, Tachi.
Alright, hello everyone.
E vamos lá, esse aí é Ketsui, Kizuna, Jigoku, Tachi.
Hello, I'm KZ, the Kuzo player.
To briefly introduce the game, Ketsui is a vertical bullet hell shooter released in arcades by Caveco in 2003. It's seen a number of ports over the years, the most recent and by far the best being an M2 Shock Triggers port to PS4, which is what's going to be played for this run.
Yeah, this is going to be a really action-packed and very fast-paced
game.
We're going to go from scoring trick to scoring trick to scoring trick, and it's going to be extremely intense.
We're going to have very little time for donations, so please try to have a couple ready. There will only be probably 4 or 5 hours.
Então, vou explicar mais ou menos aqui.
Believe we're ready. Are you ready, Kizzy?
I am ready. Want to count down?
Yes, sir. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Get me some donations to read chat. Send those in.
So, as
E tá valendo aí. GL para o runner.
Roughly right in the center. There's 2 primary modes of fire, a wide spread shot and a focused laser. When you kill enemies with the wide spread shot, they will drop chips.
Por exemplo, uma das coisas principais desse para esse jogo aí, que ele vai fazer os 2 loops, ou seja, ele vai terminar o jogo 2 vezes, sendo que na segunda vez o jogo ele vai estar muito mais difícil. E para conseguir a pontuação mais alta, que é o objetivo que ele vai para a categoria URA, que é a dificuldade mais alta, ele tem que conseguir pelo menos 120 milhões de pontos. Alguém me corrija aí se eu tiver falado errado. E para conseguir, para aumentar o score, ele tem que, é claro, matar os inimigos e pegar esses chips que eles liberam. Só que os inimigos, no caso, esses chips eles dão um multiplicador dependendo da sua distância para eles. Então, o runner ele vai estar sempre bem próximo dos inimigos, que aí ele vai conseguir mais pontos a cada... Mas sim, Mas sim, pra URA, você não pode perder nenhuma vida, não usar nenhuma bomba. E conseguir 120 milhões de pontos. No caso, pra esse boss aí, primeiro ele vai destruir esse side boss aí, o boss, pra conseguir, no caso, mais pontos. E também diminuir a quantidade de balas. Então, cara, eu não sou moderador. Esse jogo aqui é o Ketsui, Kizuna, Jigoku, Tachi.
Is applied to boss value, but it's also important for calculating the end of stage bonuses. So the total chip count is multiplied by the life and bomb stock in order to calculate the end of stage point bonus that you get. So for high score, it's very important not to die and not to bomb at all. Although we're going to see some.
Se alguém da moderação puder alterar o jogo aí, eu agradeço.
Yeah. So you may notice that.
E aí, stage 1 concluído.
Move back and forth very quickly, like up and down. And he's
very early death. Are you gonna do a reset?
I don't believe
I think he's going on. I think he's going on.
I think he's gonna keep going.
Bom, ele morreu.
So like right there, where he's sort of switching back and forth between shot and laser very quickly. That is abusing part of how the scoring mechanic works. So the chips that are generated when you are killing enemies with the lock shot actually are generated when enemies explode, which means that with very fast input and good timing, you can actually kill
Esse aqui ainda é a retransmissão oficial da
those additional chips
SGDQ. Nós estamos aí no bloco de shoot'em ups.
Yeah, now here on the stage 2
A gente teve aí Torro.
is on an infinitely looping background.
A gente teve, no caso, teve Torro 9.5. Agora temos aí Ketsui, Kizuna, Jigoku, Tachi. E teremos aí, logo depois, Dodonpachi, Saidai, Ojo. Que foi o último bullet hell da Cave.
He's going to be streaming 5 chips off of these enemies right here. Going to try to empty log this airplane and the next airplane. Yep. He got nice patterns for those. Oh, he had a lock kill there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but not a huge deal.
Yeah.
So this end section of stage 2 is really where the game starts to emphasize like routing and positioning as a way of taking out enemies efficiently. And it only gets more intense when you try to play it for score, because you really have to plan out like when and where you're going to make these short chains and where you're going to cash out with your lock shot. So,
right, especially some of these some of the more difficult parts of chaining in Ketsui is leaving certain enemies alive for just a little bit longer, so that you can effectively get 5 chips off of them to chain into other large, high-value targets. And so now we're coming up on a stage 2 boss. And I think he's going to do another scoring trick.
Aí é aquilo, né? Tá verificando aqui mais coisas. Como ele morreu, provavelmente ele não vai conseguir fazer o Ura Loop. E no caso você tem que conseguir 120 milhões de pontos e você não pode morrer. Para fazer o Omote Loop, que no caso você no caso não pode gastar nenhum continue. E no caso a quantidade de bombas e vidas que você tem no final do primeiro loop tem que ser no caso pelo menos acima de 6.
So as mentioned, the explosions are actually what generate the 5 chips, not the enemy death itself. So even in situations like that, where that grenade would not normally drop any chips at all, because it was generating explosions and he had started a chip chain right before it started to explode, he was able to exploit that for some extra score.
Eu não sou runner de bullet hell, não. Infelizmente, o meu cérebro não consegue processar tão bem a ponto de proporcionar alto calibre de runs de bullet hell. Eu só gosto do gênero mesmo.
Stage 3 is kind of the start of where the game really starts to reward very aggressive play. So you'll see a lot of movement that's very dramatic up to the top of the screen and taking out some of these enemies, especially these kind of big white helicopters, as soon as they show up.
Coming up on another big scoring trick here, he's going to point blank both phases of that big plane. He's going to get 2 bonus choppers off of that. Normally, if you were to play this game for survival, you would only see like, you know, none, or if you're very lucky, 1. And getting that second bonus chip there requires a lot of risk.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, the point blank strategy against that
Tudo bom e velho bullet hell. Conforme o jogo avança, os inimigos vão ficando cada vez mais agressivos com as ondas de bala. Então, Sorriso, pelo que eu vi aqui, ele só morreu uma vez. E como a gente tá falando aqui de bullet hell, morrer uma vez só. Então, Kainan, assim, a maioria dessas informações que tá aí na tela é mais porque o jogo, ele foi o jogo original de arcade, ele foi lançado ele utilizava monitor vertical. Então eles precisavam de algo na versão de console para preencher. Então boa parte das informações assim que você tem na parte esquerda da tela meio que reproduz algumas das informações que tá no centro da tela, que é a tela de jogo. É mais coisa cosmética para ocupar, para não ficar só a tela do jogo, um bagulho vertical e barras pretas do lado. Então você tem um monte desse tipo de coisa, geralmente em adaptações de shoot 'em up vertical. Porque eles utilizam um formato de tela. Se não me falha a memória, alguém aí que manja mais no chat pode corrigir, se não me engano, acho que o formato de tela é Tachi. É o formato vertical de tela. Inclusive, por exemplo, se você jogar esse jogo no MAME, aliás, é permitido fazer run desse jogo no emulador. Então, se alguém quiser se arriscar, no caso, como o Junior disse aí no chat, se você, no caso, quiser, por acaso, fingir que é um shoot 'em up vertical, você pode, nas versões caseiras, você pode alterar o formato de tela. Aí, mais uma fase concluída.
Yeah, you want to kill these things as soon as possible before they have a chance to overwhelm you with large swaths of bullet patterns.
Yeah, you'll also notice that he's not dodging in between the bullets very much. Like he's dodging the entire pattern all at once. That's what we refer to as macro dodging, and it's incredibly important for survival in this stage in particular. So, we probably have time for a donation right now. What do you think, Izzy?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, one or two maybe.
Excellent. We have $50 from the Electric Underground, who says, "Yo, Moglar,
Yo,
I
Mark!
told you I'd find a way to pay your bounty for beating 500 million. Your skill is unbelievable, and I am eternally jealous. Much love for showing off this amazing game and the best."
Vamos fazer aqui, no caso,
Smiley face. Shoutouts to Soft Drink NKZ for the excellent
PB do Runner, do Magolor, é 42 e 34. Ele é o único runner que faz 2 loops.
Bullets everywhere, but no place to slink. Donation goes to the Minecraft bonus game. Oh, and don't forget to dodge.
Liking the haikus.
Yeah.
So haikus. This is the stage 4 mid boss, Black Draft. There's going to be a setup here for a trick to get some extra score off of an empty lock with some little missiles that this boss is going to fire.
No stage 4.
So just wanted to bring that up, and I think we have
pattern after this one. No, I don't think we do. This is a really hype trick. Oh, okay. He's going to go on top of the screen here.
Yeah.
Nice empty lock.
Very nice. I meant here like afterwards, but anyway. All right, it's all good now. So. Yeah, this mid boss is quite tricky to play for.
Eles vão olhar um pouco de movimentação para poder se aproximar do boss e do mini boss e terminar aquela fase da batalha.
There you go.
Nice. Oh, he's gonna get it.
You got it.
Nice 5 chips on the second phase of that big chopper there, which is called the Nightmare. And its name is a nightmare because it's obviously just a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, I'm really glad he got that. He was messing it up in practice a little earlier, so very happy for him. This section here with these little spinny enemies, we call them Roombas, can be kind of tricky to deal with for survival because the screen scroll can interfere with kind of your intuitive reading of how the bullets would be moving.
Going to delay the kill on this big gray tank here so that he can 5-chip it.
Play de habilidade para esse tipo de jogo é muito, muito insano, cara.
Now we're coming up on the second nightmare. Here he's going to leave some of the enemies, like the tank enemies there on the ground.
Inclusive
until he weakens it so that he can get the 5-chip off.
Foi para esse tipo de jogo que inventaram cheat de invencibilidade.
Coming here. This one's a lot harder.
Yeah, he doesn't have the luxury of having enemies on the bottom, so he's gonna have to. Oh, he's just gonna bomb it.
Yeah, good bomb. It's a little off where he wanted.
Que tipo,
Very hard.
Yeah.
não é como, por exemplo, o jogo que a gente acabou de ver, o Toho, que, por exemplo, ah, são só os bosses, ok, eu aprendo eles e vamos que vamos. Aí não, é direto.
Yeah, the final pattern of this first phase is extremely difficult, but you never see it in practice because everyone just skips it.
Yeah, so here he should be getting it.
He should be getting it.
Cinderella starts coming down the screen here. We should see the transition to the next.
Sim, aliás, uma coisa que o Júnior falou que também é importante é que, por exemplo, as versões caseiras, elas costumam ter dificuldades mais baixas que permitem que jogadores menos habilidosos consigam aproveitar e terminar o jogo. Por exemplo, foi assim que eu terminei Death Smiles e Dodonpachi Resurrection. Ainda que os jogos continuassem assim, desafiantes, eu não sentia que ia morrer a cada 20 pixels percorridos da tela.
This pattern, it really just requires you to keep moving, but it can be very tricky to actually execute. So, looks like he's doing well so far. You may see a bomb, but I don't think so. Nice. Yeah, very good.
Definitely not in the first loop. All right, and we're on to stage 5.
Mais boss concluído.
Stage bonuses. He's still at 122 million, which is really insane.
Still doing incredibly well, especially considering he lost that life very early. Again, since the end of stage bonus is multiplied by the number of lives and bombs you have, that's a cumulative effect over the course of the entire run for every life you lose. So, going for some extra empty locks here right at the start of stage 5.
Yeah, those empty locks are extremely precise.
Yeah, it's very dangerous to try to go for that.
O Run até agora ele só morreu uma vez na Run.
This is a very tricky enemy to deal with.
He's gonna 5-chip this golden bat here with
the first phase,
that just spawned
and he got the second phase. Nice.
Now watch what he does on this air conditioner here in order to 5-chip it. He's gonna be grabbing the popcorn that spawned right above it. Nice.
Very nice. Okay.
Very nice.
A little worried there because his damage wasn't quite where he wanted it to be, but it worked out okay. So very nice.
Yeah. Now getting to stage 5 is very difficult, but stage 5 alone it probably constitutes more than half of the difficulty of a regular survival 1-all clear.
Oh yeah.
Not to mention for scoring.
It only gets harder from here.
Yeah, this is basically the biggest difficulty spike in the game on the first loop.
Second
nice little 5-chip on the second air conditioner here.
Yep.
There we go.
And this section can be kind of hard because these big helicopters can really wall you off, so you have to be very aggressive with your routing and take them out pretty early.
Se o free play fosse diferente do jogo normal.
Nice.
And now I think we're coming up on the second.
Como se, por exemplo, você vai continuar morrendo. Só não vai voltar do começo.
There's going to be two clones of the player ships. There he killed one of them. And if he kills the second one, if he kills the second one without bombing, he's going to get another one up.
And just going for the much easier. All these big tanks like a boss.
Nice.
Here he's leaving these turrets alive so that he can set up for a 5-chip against some helicopters that are going to spawn, like that one right there. And now this one.
Ele destruiu 2 clones da nave dele e conseguiu uma vida extra. Agora ele tá com 7 vidas.
To maximize his point gain from the stage 5 mid boss. He already has a huge multiplier, 970. So he's going to be cashing in a lot on this mid boss here, especially with the turrets.
Agora ele destruindo aí as torretas do mini boss para conseguir um multiplicador maior.
Now you can usually kill the left turret or you can kill the main body in order to transition this boss into phase 2, but killing the main body is a lot more lucrative. There we go. And
last
final pattern.
Last pattern is pretty visually
agora ele vai destruir o corpo principal.
Just like the stage 2 mid boss, this one also has a enemy rush afterwards.
Looks like he's not going to be getting a very optimal Zaka rush. Never mind. I think he got a perfect Zaka rush.
I think he got
the Zaka rushometer on the right there pretty much just said 0, but then it.
Very nice.
I guess that means 100.
Oh, that's so good.
Nice, recharging his multiplier with.
Oh! Okay, that's a bummer.
Yeah. A lot of unfortunate.
Morreu aí.
Yeah, but he picked it right back up in
Morreu 2 vezes aí. Nossa. O cara morreu 2 vezes em, sei lá, 20 minutos de partida. Em 20 minutos a gente já teria, sei lá, na primeira fase sentado, deitado em posição fetal, chorando.
First try. I mean, like, you don't really get like second tries in this game. You just die instead, but still.
Well, dying's bad.
Yeah, dying is bad. But you don't really get another shot at
scoring. Nossa, comentando aí que esse tudo que aí foi first try, só que tipo tudo você tem que fazer é first try porque se você errar você morre.
So this stretch here is also quite difficult. He's going to want to cut over to the right and then cut back down to the center. And that'll make a little opening for him to continue move over to the left. Very nice. Now there's going to be some
now we're approaching one of the 2 clone rush section. He wants to speed kill this section as fast as possible so that he can set up for the next scoring trick after this, where he wants to be at the top of the screen in the middle, so that he can stream the popcorn for lots of 5 chips.
Note that he's going to
recharge his multiplier down to 900. And here he's going to quick kill this large gray tank here, so he's going to get 4 extra waves of popcorn, I believe, and he's going to empty lock all of them. And you can see, like, you can see his mastery of the empty lock, getting 2 chips off of each enemy there.
All right, now this helicopter rush is another one of the sections of this stage that's just absolutely incredibly difficult. For these last pair of helicopters, he wants to get 2 locks on each of them.
O que os comentaristas aí da Restream original estão chamando de pipoca é meio que são vários inimigos e os efeitos das explosões parecem pipocas pipocando aí na tela. Eu preciso melhorar o meu vocabulário. Pipoca pipocando.
Yeah, so there's a peculiarity of the damage in this game is that if your laser and all 4 of your options are locked onto the same target and the laser is within the targeting reticle, you'll do a little bit of extra damage. So here, because that leg happens to end up right in the center of the screen for a prolonged period of time, he's able to just position himself down there and do a little bit of extra damage, which, like Casey said, is enough to kind of one-cycle this. You just see a little bit
of the first.
Isso lá na rua.
Yep.
It should be dead pretty much about now.
Yep.
There we go.
Very nice. So now this first pattern, he's just going to try to misdirect.
Terminou aí a primeira fase do boss.
And avoid the blue spreads. For these explosions, you want to sit at the bottom of the screen and then move up a little bit to misdirect where the bullets are going to go, just like that. Perfect. Now here you want to move up through the red rings and stay locked all the time. It's very counterintuitive, but if you
Por exemplo, aquelas explosões ali, ele deixou elas no... Ele meio que, com a movimentação dele, ele manipulou para elas ficarem no fundo da tela. Assim, menos balas tentariam atacar ele. E agora aí? Fase final do boss e terminou o boss.
So ordinarily, the loop that he's trying to access here, the Aura loop, would only be accessible if he managed to
agora aí?
the first loop of the game without bombing and without dying. However,
yeah, so it's pretty much the epitome of marathon unsafety.
Yeah, just to make it more marathon.
Agora ele começou, ele terminou o primeiro loop e agora ele vai pro segundo loop do jogo.
Yeah, we wanted to be able to show it off in a live setting, but being able to earn loop consistently is extremely difficult, especially with how much risk he's doing while scoring.
Então, Borel, não vai rolar Aero Fighters porque não se limitaram. Agora aí nesse segundo loop tem uma parada mais perigosa aí que é quando você destrói os inimigos, quando ele destrói os inimigos se transformam em, eles disparam balas pra cima de você, aumentando a quantidade de balas na tela, logo tornando a sua vida um pouquinho mais difícil. Meu medidor de sarcasmo agora nesse um pouquinho mais difícil foi Ele simplesmente explodiu.
Survival and scoring to get up in these enemies' faces so that you're safer from these revenge bullets, which are one of the main sources of difficulty in this run. You can see there that the revenge bullets pretty much cut off like 70% of the screen for him.
Yeah, so you'll also notice in the loop, like, he's doing a lot of these very exaggerated movements where he'll kind of make big U-shapes, like start at one side of the screen, move down, over, and then back up on the other. This is a way of controlling where the bullets are fired, since most of the revenge bullets are aimed in your general direction. They're aimed kind of at you. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, he had
wasn't
a bomb
quite set up for that, right? He had the bomb there, yeah. Good safety bomb there. He's gonna stop shooting for a second here, just to make an opening for himself.
One of the main techniques for dealing with the revenge bullets is to actually just not shoot, to control the flow of the revenge bullets and give yourself an opening.
The bosses are quite a bit harder in the loop, but this first boss is significantly easier than the rest, so probably good moment for a donation here.
Yeah, no milking here, as this is impossible.
Peraí, deixa eu só me ajeitar aqui um pouquinho.
Yeah, in the second loop, the milks literally don't contribute any score at all. They don't do anything. So it's there's no point in trying to go.
Boss derrotado.
Especially since it's so unsafe. Bosses are so much harder. So 2-2, the second stage of the second loop, is where things really start getting quite difficult. So we'll see some really aggressive movement in the early part of the stage, and then he's actually still going to go for some scoring optimization.
E apesar dos inimigos estarem mais agressivos e dispararem balas, o runner continua com a mesma estratégia de ficar próximo deles. Ops,
Wow, that dodge was intense.
Ainda não. Eu já ia falar, não, calma, pera.
Good loop so far.
We'll probably see him go for a setup here where he allows the mid-boss to spawn some drones like this, and then he kills it. Yeah, so that actually contributed a little bit of extra multiplier.
Aliás, inclusive com uma coisa que eu esqueci de falar no loop anterior é que, por exemplo, esse laser aí que ele dispara junto com essas mini navinhas, contra os bosses ele potencializa o dano.
So now he's going to intentionally delay kill this helicopter. If he speed killed it, a third one would spawn on the right, which would make surviving this section incredibly difficult.
This is the second half of 2-2 is where the difficulty really starts to ramp up.
Ali ele meio que atrasou um pouquinho a kill daquele inimigo ali pra...
Oh man.
Okay. That was off route. Yeah. He did not want to go that high that fast. So we'll probably see
não, porque se ele matasse naquele momento ia complicar um pouquinho mais as coisas.
Really nice.
Yeah.
There we
Believe
go.
it or not, that's actually pretty safe and consistent for him. So, what do you know?
Esquivou bem do...
Oh, but he managed to do this section without a bomb.
Esquivou bem do inimigo ali.
Incredibly difficult section to do without a bomb. Nice misdirect on the big.
Deu olé no...
Wow.
That just in time dodge. That was intense.
Oh boy. All right.
Now here we're not going to do a tread milk. Instead, we're just going to be quick killing the treads.
Yeah,
he's still going to be shot killing them so as to not catch out the multiplier early on these treads. These treads have very low base value, and we don't really want to cash it out for because we're going to lose score.
Yeah, Loop 2 Sphinx does not mess around at all. This boss is really quite mean.
Yeah.
So again, he's going to try to shot kill this. Oh, I don't know if he got that.
I think he still got it.
I think he did just barely.
You didn't see a multiplier on screen.
Yeah.
Now the grenade pattern here is going to be just extra crazy. He's going to be doing a screen manipulation strat in order to make this dodge a little easier for himself so that he gets a bigger opening.
Right, so he moves in the opposite direction that the grenade is being fired. So if the grenade is going to the left, he moves the screen as far to the right as he can.
Muito segredo, a não ser no caso... Tudo que ele tem que fazer é desviar, contra-atacar. E tá sempre atento à maneira que joga pra manter o multiplicador mais alto possível, porque meio que é uma parada de orgulho você ter uma pontuação alta num jogo de tiro.
Yeah, this opening section of 2-3 is quite dangerous. So I'm not surprised that he bombed, although I am surprised that he bombed so early. That's a little unfortunate. This section here with these big white helicopters, they can very easily wall you off. Whoa, nice.
Oh,
wow.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay, nice.
Might be a little off route.
Oh,
yeah, had a bomb there.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think we're due for another golden bat point blank right about now. Yeah, there we go.
Yep. Very nice.
Dodging just in time as the revenge bullets spawn for the first phase.
That cut through the end there. Oh boy.
And now the rest of the stage is also equally as insane.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is
just look at these revenge bullets and how much of the screen real estate they're like pretty much cutting off.
So here he's just being really careful with his movement. Really, really nice setup with the popcorn rush there that he's able to move aside and misdirect all that up.
Yeah, this routing is extremely tight. One misstep and you're probably going to be eating a bomber or death.
Mas ainda assim,
Or a fistful of revenge bullets.
Yeah, really nice to just clear out that section early like that. So, Vinogradov in Loop 2 is extremely dangerous, but just like in Loop 1, he's still going to be going for optimal scoring strats. So he's going to try to shot kill all of the small planes that are trying to dive bomb him, and only use the lock-on shot for the targets on Vinogradov itself. Note that he did not damage that front section all the way. Those are going to be destroyed a little bit later as part of his speed kill strat. So if he does it correctly, he should still get the 1-up. You do need to destroy all the parts of Vinogradov in order to get that 1-up. Really nice movement there to take out that boat early.
Yeah, they're slightly safer strat than from Loop 1. Nice.
There's the 1-up.
He's probably going to be getting 4 choppers, 4 bonus choppers after this, and he's positioning himself in place for the 4th chopper. There we go.
Deu pra contar aí o quê? O Gunner morreu até agora, sei lá, 3 vezes no jogo.
Now this section coming up right here is one of the most dangerous of the entire stage. So it's a little worrisome that he does not have a bomb right now, but I think he can still do it. Let's see. Come on.
Nice little cutback here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Boy. All right.
Agora essa aí, no caso, é uma das partes mais perigosas da fase. Como se a fase já não fosse perigosa o suficiente. Principalmente porque ele não tem uma bomba para, por exemplo, limpar os tiros.
Nice leading there.
Yep. Made a good opening.
Nice little cutback.
Yeah. Yeah, really clean. Okay.
And I believe... Hold on.
Mas...
Yeah, there we go. Oh, I kind of jinxed it. I was going to say no miss 2-3.
Okay, well.
Morreu.
Jamadar, again, much scarier here. He has a strategy, which I haven't
Mas ainda assim.
Yeah, that is not something a lot of other players will do. And then normally he has a planned bomb here, but it seems like he's actually... Okay, there you go.
Oh, there's the bomb.
Yeah. I was like, seems like he might be trying to dodge it. What?
Yeah, those walls are like extra thick.
Largou aí uma bomba.
So here again, killing that single pontoon at a very specific time is critical for surviving this boss in the loop. So he wants to kill that pontoon on the right so that he can use that to dodge up and down.
Sim, ele perdeu uma vida ali logo antes do boss.
Yeah, still shot killing that pontoon there so as to not cash out the multiplier until the very end. And I believe this is one of the easiest patterns in Loop 2. He's going to be doing the same thing, hugging the blue walls, automatically dodging the red bullets, except he's going to be hugging the bottom of the screen instead of partway up the top.
Yeah, very nice. Even with that death, like the first couple stages of the loop are incredibly difficult, so it's not surprising that there was a mistake there. I'm just really excited that it took him that long. This is a very good run so far. So stage 2-4, there's just a lot that's going to be happening here. Everything leading up to the mid-boss is going to be really, really crazy. You know, the opening of the stage 4 in the first loop was already very, very difficult, but here with the revenge bullets, it's just even more so. So we're probably going to see some really wild dodges going on here.
There's a nice dodge.
Oop. Okay. That was good. All right. Nice speed killing so far.
And he's also dodging these clouds of revenge bullets unfocused, if you notice.
Yeah, because he wants to try to
really
kill it.
insane.
Yeah, really nice stream there. So since all those enemies were aimed roughly at him, he's able to just continually move to the side and misdirect those patterns. So coming up on Black Draft, Casey, do you think we have time for another donation?
Yeah, I think we have time for a donation here.
Maybe 2.
Fantastic. We have $50 from Anonymous, who says, so happy to see a cave block at GDQ. It's like a dream come true. And we have $100 from Dan201 saying, shmup block, best block.
Yeah.
Doação anônima aí
rolou aí
pessoa satisfeita por ter na SGDQ um bloco dedicado a Cave, que fez tanto o Ketsui, Kizuna, Jigoku, Tachi, quanto o próximo jogo, do Odonpachi Saidai ou Joe.
Probably have one more donation right now.
We have a $25 donation from Lady Quixote saying, "For as bad as I am at shmups, they do have a pretty firm place in my heart. Thank you to all the runners for showcasing them."
All right. So now coming up on the nightmares, and in the loop, they are even more nightmarish.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely going to live up to their name in loop too.
Okay, so good. We didn't see the single revenge bullet there. Sometimes Blackjack will fire a single revenge bullet that will just like get you out of nowhere. It's very surprising.
Yeah.
Mini boss derrotado.
Oh my God,
Continuemos aí com a fase.
and the revenge bullets, every phase of this nightmare is going to be shooting out a large handful of revenge bullets.
But you do get a screen clear when you completely defeat it, which is very important for the later part of the stage.
Yeah, coming into the second half of stage 4, the Roomba section, extra difficult. The spirals being like, you know, double, and also having to deal with the revenge bullets as well.
Yeah, really nice handling so far.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a little.
Oh.
Okay.
Had a bomb there.
Yeah, good bomb. Oh.
Se vocês repararem no
Okay. Yeah.
Had to deal with a great tank there because I think.
lado direito da tela você tem meio que um minimapa da fase. Agora que eu reparei, porque o runner que vos fala aqui é burro, então ele não tinha reparado nisso.
Wow, this safe spot. Yo.
Oh wow! All right, that was pretty cool. I was not expecting him to point blank that one there. Nice. Oh, I love it.
Gonna point blank this one? No, I don't think so.
This one is way too scary. We may even see a bomb here, but I think let's see it. Come on, get the clear. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that was the right call.
O runner não repetiu agora o que ele fez.
Just a tiny bit before the bomb came out, so he would have been fine because of that screen clear. So he's gonna use a safe spot here.
Cinderella Ember. There's a safe spot at the top for the first phase.
Agora aí, boss.
It looks completely crazy, but it is safe as long as your positioning is really tight. This pattern is very, very hard in the
Primeira
loop.
fase.
So fast you can't react to where the bullets are fired.
Ali próximo do
To where those little drones are on the sides of the screen.
boss.
In addition to being an easy
Desviando aí dos tiros aí no reflexo.
which is otherwise very difficult to dodge. It also lets you maximize damage against the boss and again skip part of that phase, which you really don't want to have to
Phase 2
deal
of
with.
Cinderella is extra scary. Just look at these funnels.
Yeah, it's way faster and there's a lot more going
way
on.
faster and way denser too.
Okay. Yeah, that was just a really bad configuration of the funnels. Just bad RNG there.
Now dealing with
Morreu.
Yeah, this one, the red bullets rise much more quickly behind you. Okay.
He had a bomb there.
Yeah,
That
good safety
pattern
bomb.
I believe he's very inconsistent at dealing with that pattern. I mean, like, I wouldn't blame him just because of how difficult it is.
This pattern, again, is a little RNG dependent. If it comes out of phase, it can be really scary. So far, it looks like you got it good. Yeah, nice.
Safe spot. I believe we're going to see a planned bomb on this final pattern here.
Yeah, probably in a couple more seconds here, we'll see it. He doesn't want to actually kill the boss. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
He doesn't want to actually kill the boss with the bomb because then he won't get the multiplier applied. So still going for scoring even this deep into the game.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. And now I believe we're on to
Boss com uma bomba.
If you thought this game was hard, you haven't seen. If you thought the game was hard already, you haven't seen anything.
Agora aí
There's a lot that is going to be happening here.
Fase final.
The very beginning had to make some pretty
Creio eu, né?
movements here to avoid all the revenge bullets on the screen. Now coming back to the souped up golden bat, which is even scarier in the loop.
Yeah, the damage is inconsistent, so he might actually go for a planned bomb.
Yeah,
No, I think he did just fine. Nice.
Okay, that's really good. The damage that the enemy takes is kind of inconsistent, so even with consistent player behavior, it's hard to know if it's actually going to die on time. So he used a slightly modified version of his normal route there, but turned out well for him.
E sim, o boss oficial. Assim como essa retransmissão da GDQ. Você que chegou agora, você está assistindo a Summer Games Done Quick Maratona beneficente que está beneficiando, está ajudando a Médicos Sem Fronteiras. Nós somos a Speedruns Brasil e você está assistindo a retransmissão oficial e ao vivo.
Nice seal
little
on
dodge on the turret, stealing the revenge bullets on the turret.
O jogo que você está vendo aí é Ketsui, Kizuna, Jigoku, Tachi. E o Runner está jogando a versão de PlayStation 4, fazendo a... no caso, a categoria 2 loops.
Still shot killing those buildings for multiplier management. He doesn't want to catch up this multiplier right at this very moment because he wants a very high multiplier for the mid boss.
I didn't want to jinx it, but there's a very low chance that those two choppers, one of them can just fly off the screen and then you won't get the one.
Yeah, that's extremely unfortunate.
Really glad that didn't happen.
I've seen that happen before in very intense live runs, and it was really sad.
Yeah. So here, as we mentioned before, he wants to kill this
boss da quinta fase.
Right, at a very specific time to interrupt part of the next pattern that's going to come out right now.
Safe spot. Safe spot.
Safe spot.
Safe spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was awesome.
That safe spot and setup only works.
Aí ele tá matando aí ele matou ele destruiu a torreta ali da direita num timing bastante específico para evitar um certo tipo de ataque.
Yeah, it's just incredibly dangerous if you get like a full length Zako rush here. You want it to be relatively short.
Nice dodge. Oh. He can just froze on stream for me.
Yeah, me too, but looks we're back.
He didn't get a very
engasgado aqui na stream do Runner.
Yeah, nice. So management of the screen and the revenge bullets is totally critical right here.
Por um segundo eu achei que tivesse sido a minha internet, porque né, internet.
You have to be pretty careful, especially this part coming up right here.
Yeah, the hurting of these revenge bullets is extremely insane. He always has just the tiniest sliver of space to maneuver around them.
Yeah. Now coming up on the loop 2 descent, this is a super difficult section. His positioning when
no caso aí o Runner tem que ter bastante cuidado com, no caso, a Revenge, que no caso são essas balas que os inimigos deixam quando morrem, porque elas dão muito pouco espaço para ele manobrar.
Look at this nightmare dodging too. Oh my gosh.
Nightmare dodging, nice. No miss, no bombing that section.
E agora?
Wow. Yeah. Going through that with no resources is very scary. So, incredibly.
He's gonna have to no miss, no bomb this section that's coming up here. This is a very difficult section.
E sim, essa parte aí, como vocês puderam ver, a projeção da tela estava sendo feita ao contrário.
Not now. Now.
Yeah, this part here, super difficult to do in the loop.
Ou seja, em vez daquele trecho da fase estar sendo feita de maneira oficial, estava sendo feita de maneira lá e se for. You see what I did?
Yeah, these clones are super dangerous right there.
I think it was the aimed red turret bullet.
Yeah. Yeah, the RNG seemed a lot worse in the loop on those clone helicopters, in my opinion.
And now we're approaching the final Panzer Rush.
Agora o Runner perdeu mais uma vida.
Alright, good setup for the first one. You got it right on time. So this next one that's going to come out is critically gets all his locks on it. He did. Good. He did not split the locks correctly.
Oh! Unfortunate death.
Okay. So yeah, this is getting a little tight now. You can still do it though.
Yeah. Approach your target and attack. Your mission starts now. Are you ready?
So the same basic strategy as in loop 1 applies here, but everything is just much denser, much more aggressive, and the bullets are coming much faster in the case of this particular pattern. So here you really want to be doing just what he did there, where you're slowly moving from right to left. If you have to
vamos abrir aspas aí. Boss, né? Aspas gigantes.
But there's a way to kind of manipulate where it's going to be fired. So once you get some practice with it, it's actually not as bad as it looks. And
still locking onto the top right there, so I believe we will still get the one cycle.
I think so, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
And this pattern
you'll notice here on the boss, we're on the second phase, and we've already killed like 60% of the boss's health.
Yeah, I wonder why that could be. Yeah, so a lot of the patterns here are just very similar to what they were in the first loop, but a lot more dangerous because they're
Uma coisa que eu também recomendo é
a little slower.
Procurarem a trilha sonora dos jogos da Cave.
There we go. All right, here we go. It's time for Doom. So, okay, good bomb.
Yeah, that's the name of this true last boss. Doom is the name of this true last boss. You can only get to this boss if you loop this game, yes, which is already in and of itself incredible. To manage to like win credit up to here.
So you gonna dodge this? Yeah.
Sim, é o boss oficial do jogo.
This one is a lot easier than it looks. You just go left and right like this. But you have to be pretty good with your timing on it. Here, this is a totally randomized pattern. Yeah, good bomb.
E o Shin foi G-baitado aí.
It can be very hard to consistently dodge. So good bombs on both cycles out of there. These blue lines are not that bad, but sometimes you can get really awkward setups for them. So this is one of the most famous patterns in the entire game. Incredibly difficult, and yet Moglar makes it look easy.
Yeah, this pattern is mind-blowing. I don't even know how to begin dodging this.
Obviamente é a batalha mais difícil do jogo. Como o Junior comentou aí, esse boss ele não recebe dano de bomba.
You just made that pattern look like it was nothing.
Yeah. Now coming up on the final phase, this pattern is also very famous. Okay.
Just immediately got sniped by the blue stream. What he's gonna want to do here, he's gonna want to go in between the blue and red streams and only choose one of the streams to dodge when he's.
Aí, mais uma vez. Agora, qualquer bomba que o runner usar, ele não vai usar para causar dano no boss, mas sim para basicamente ganhar iframes.
Time is coming up once this boss dies.
Yes. And time. Wow.
That was intense.
Tempo.
Wow. Yeah.
Agora sim, GG.
I think intense is an understatement there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Excellent play there. Although, is that Moglar? Are you on mic now? Hey. Hey,
dude.
How you feeling?
I feel so good, dude. Okay, 1-2 was awful.
That one was
I
crazy.
made some mistakes near the end of 2-5, but everything else was so good. I couldn't have asked for much better.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Congratulations.
Assim, o final foi um pouco amedrontador, porque o runner chegou a perder um pouco mais de vidas e tal. Mas
the Shmups Discord and STG Revision 2020.
Mas esse foi uma exibição muito sólida de habilidade, porque esse jogo ele é, assim como a maioria dos jogos da Cave, ele é bem desafiante e muito difícil.
Go to electric-underground.io. There's the electric-underground.io. I'm not sure. And you can find a link there, and there's a bunch of other Shmup content there too. There's also the Shmup wiki, shmup.wiki.
Mas assim, se você quiser...
Shmups.wiki. Thanks. This was played on the M2 Shot Triggers port of Ketsui, made in 2018.
Procurar aí.
M2 Shot Triggers does amazing work on porting Shmups. They ported Bao Garega, Dangan Feveron, Maho Desoxen, Ketsui, Esprade.
O tempo dele foi 3 minutos acima do PB.
All 5 of those are on PS4 and they're amazing, so check them out. The last 2, Darius Cosmic Collection and Esprade, are also both on Switch. I believe Garega's on Xbox One as well, I'm not sure.
Que o PB dele é 42,34.
A bunch of cave ports on Xbox 360 if still have one of those. Some on Steam. And some other amazing games on Steam like Crimson Clover World Ignition and Zero Ranger. But yeah, that's about it. I'm very grateful that I was allowed to showcase this. And I'm super grateful for the entire Shmup block in general. We got the best lineup of games we could have possibly asked for, so thank you guys.
And thank you, Moglar, for playing.
Yeah,
especially at such a high level.
Thank you. That was a ridiculous run.
Yeah, that was great. Oh.
Is he spelling GDQ?
GDQ.
GDQ or God? I don't know, I can't make it out.
Gamer, dude.
God gamer.
God gamer.
Yeah, it looks a little questionable here, unfortunately, but yeah. If you enjoyed this run or any of the shmup block runs,
Esse aí foi Ketsui, Kizuna, Jigoku, Tachi, corrido pelo
how about that?
Moglar 5K, ou Moglars,
Or anything ending with that.
etc, etc, etc.
No, I'm good now.
Yeah, man, you want those big juicy 5 chips.
So, I'm off now. See you guys. Thanks for having me on.